Hello guys, how are we all? So welcome to the Riding with Robbie channel. So today's a very special day. Today I get to go and see a hip specialist. So to give you the long story short, about a year and a half ago I started getting some hip pain and limited mobility on one side of my body. Riding didn't seem to affect it. It got worse and worse and worse. I went to see a doctor and started having to take anti-inflammatories daily. And although I'm on a very low dose, I still don't like taking them. So after that, I had some x-rays. They couldn't find anything wrong with my hip. I went for an MRI and they said, you've got a fractured hip and a torn muscle on the inside. They later found out I didn't have a fractured hip, which is excellent, but I still have a torn muscle. I've been waiting on a referral, which they said was going to be about a year, but it's been bumped up quicker, which is excellent. So today is that day where I get to go talk to a specialist and hopefully find a way of getting off these anti-inflammatories and to see what they want to do. I'm not entirely sure what they're going to do today. So that was the best appointment I've ever had at the hospital and probably the best doctor I've ever been lucky enough to chat to. He was just so straight to the point, so nice, and just looking at these scans, you could just tell it was like, yeah, it was amazing. So what's interesting is he's kind of narrowed it down to a few different things it could be. The first thing to mention is it's not a problem with my muscle, it's actually a problem with the bone in my hip. So what's happened is my hip is growing an extra piece of bone which is pinching on the muscle, meaning it's inflaming it, meaning I'm having to have these anti-inflammatories to keep it down, which is interesting. It could be caused by a couple of different things. Two of them are basically just where the bone is growing through a couple of different reasons, and ones could be like a mineral deficiency. So I've had some blood tests. I've got to go back for a CT scan, and that's going to tell me and the doctor exactly what needs to be done. I get from the impression the way he was talking, it's more than likely going to need surgery, but it's keyhole and hopefully be a fairly quick recovery. So that's awesome news. I'm really happy just to know that we kind of know exactly what it is now. It's kind of whittled down to these 2 or 3 things. But yeah, like I didn't really want to have surgery, but in my head I kind of knew, just because I tried so much to get it better, that was more than likely going to be the process that needed to be done. So that's the gossip. He said I'm okay to ride. I can keep taking like the anti-inflammatories as and when I need to, and so I don't really know what to think. Anyway, I'm gonna go do some work because I'm behind.